I feel like Dorothy, but gothic version. You know, she had the blue and white checkered, you know? But my makeup is totally not goth today. What am I talking about? Hey guys, it's Kat. Welcome to a brand new video. My very first anti-haul, popping my anti-haul cherry. A lot of you guys have been requesting for me to do this. This is the types of videos where I sit here and talk about products that I'm not gonna buy, reasons why I'm not gonna buy them. Sometimes you have evidence, and let's get started. I'm excited, but I'm also nervous. I was so nervous to do this because I don't want to sit here and bash makeup companies or products, but not every makeup company can make a wonderful product, and I haven't bought these, but I don't want to buy them for many reasons. The first product being one that I really don't want to buy because I saw Tarte's Glam Life Guru's video on it recently, and Natasha Denona used to come out with these huge palettes that I never bought because they're over $200, I think, and why would I want to buy an eyeshadow palette that's that much money? Like, I don't see people, like, I wasn't wowed by people's makeup looks with them, so I did not buy it. That's like way too much money for that. I could buy like groceries for myself for that, for like a week or more's worth of groceries. Yeah, it's just like 2 weeks of groceries with $200. I could totally do that. But Natasha Denona decided, the brand, the company, to make an eyeshadow palette that's like, I think around 5 colors, that's a lot cheaper and more affordable, but still a lot of money for that many amount of eyeshadow colors. They brought it out in smaller packaging, repackaged it, and when they brought it out in this new packaging that was a smaller palette, the eyeshadows, without even trying them, if you watch her video, I'll link it down below, of Tarte Glam Life Guru, when I saw her video of it, they just fell out. Like, she just opened it and the eyeshadows fell out without her even touching it, and I was like, what? Did that just happen? I rewinded it and watched it again, and I will not be about that life. I'm not gonna spend my money on something that's just gonna fall out. Like, the full pan, it wasn't even like crushed or cracked and arrived to her a little damaged so it would fall out. It just, the whole thing just fell out whole. I was like, what? My face, my jaw was like, my jaw dropped to the floor. I was like, are you serious? I will not be purchasing that. Another thing I won't be purchasing, I bought a lot of the Fenty Beauty Rihanna things, well, only 3 things, and she came out with eyeshadow palettes that's like a weird triangle, like they're sideways so they look like diamonds, and they're just all glimmer shimmers, like jewel tone colors, and that's a lot of money to drop for an eyeshadow palette that's all glimmer jewel tone colors that I can't use every day unless I wear you know, gold and green and blue eyeshadows every day of my life, which I don't. So I personally am not gonna buy that. You can, if you're a huge fan of Fenty Beauty, if you're a huge fan of Rihanna and jewel tones and glitter, I would totally buy it. But you know, I like to buy eyeshadow palettes that are unique colors. I didn't see any unique colors in there, or something I can use every day. They're one end of the spectrum or the other. This one's definitely extra with all them jewel tones, but not for me. Another thing I will not be buying, and it's so popular on Instagram, I see it everywhere, is the Farsali oil. They have like a unicorn one, they have a pink one with gold in it. It is so expensive. It's $54 at Sephora. Some people claim it's a primer, some people claim it's a moisturizer. Why don't you just buy a moisturizer for less than half the price? I don't understand what it does. I haven't seen any great like reasons why I should get it, any great results from using it. It just seems useless to me for that price. And another thing I see all over Instagram that I definitely will not be purchasing and spending my coin on is the Cake and Bake sponges. They are purple sponges, I think that's what they're called, the Cake and Bake, and they look like school erasers. Why would I want to use something with a hard edge that's like, has a straight edge onto my face? The reason why I like beauty blenders is because they have round edges and it softens the makeup onto your skin. If you do like something with a hard edge, like, won't it leave a line? I know a lot of people use it to bake their contour, but I'm not about that life. Why would I buy a sponge that only contours the sides of your face when I could get this that does that, also does my under eyes, also does my laugh lines and everywhere else? I think it's so dumb to me. I don't want to get it. Nope. Another thing I'm not going to get is the Highlight and Contour Sticks by Kim Kardashian West. It's just so much money for a very little product. I feel like it blends out to nothing, and I don't understand it. Also, I'm not a huge fan of cream contour, so maybe I'm not the right person to tell my opinion that harshly, but I don't know. I recently did a Kim Kardashian makeup transformation here on my YouTube channel that took me over 3 hours. It's so much contour and stuff, and I just can't believe it's that much money. I feel like there's so many great dupes out there by NYX and other companies that make a similar product for a fraction of the price. Another thing I will not buy, do my hands like this because it's caused a lot of controversy, is glitter injections. They've recently popped up into Forever 21 stores I've seen, and in the past they've had mold growing into their products, so I will never purchase from them ever again. And it's scary when you have mold in your products, and I heard they're not even cosmetic grade glitters all the time. And another thing I will not be purchasing is the Too Faced Clover palette. I feel like it's so boring. It's so many pastel colors that do not interest me. I feel like with the chocolate bar palettes and everything that has a similar tin packaging, they're kind of like similar colors in all of them. And nothing about that palette interests me. I know it's like a cute doggy thing that reminds me of Pachaco, the old Hello Kitty character I used to know and love, but I don't like it. Too Faced as a brand, I feel like just makes really cute packaging, but the quality of the products isn't always like equal to the packaging. They put more of the money into the packaging than they do the products, in my opinion. I feel like sometimes they do that with certain stuff, but just that palette in general from Too Faced, I'm not gonna buy it. Another eyeshadow palette that I will not be purchasing is the Pat McGrath newest eyeshadow palettes that are all in the black cases. Once you take off the cover, they all look the same, and that's not the reason why I don't want to buy it. I bought her first line of eyeshadows out of the single pan that were so expensive. I spent so much money. I rarely grab for those. I think I only grab for those when I'm doing like a crazy like makeup where I want to layer it on top of body painting, and like I want to do really big pop of gold or really big deep blue something, but it's rare times that I grab for it, and they're so expensive. They're over $100 for these eyeshadow palettes, and nothing's like, why would I pay that? I feel like makeup's getting more and more expensive, and it's so crazy. And one last thing I will not be giving my money to, no, is the new Tarte holiday collection, specifically their eyeshadows and the big kits that are such beautiful packaging, but the packaging is not the greatest. It folds into itself like this weird envelope puzzle thing, and when it folds into itself, all of the highlighters, blushes, and like contour bronzing powders go on top of the eyeshadows, unless you keep the clear plastic film that you usually get with it, that you usually toss out. If you keep that, maybe it'll be safe, but who knows to keep that? Why is it built like that to where, you know, the contour goes into the eyeshadows? And I think it's just poorly thought out on how it folds into itself. Like, no one's ever done that, I understand, but maybe no one's ever done that for a reason. And the Tarte holiday collection on these shadows that are doing all these things is just not wowing me. I feel like it's similar colors that we've seen before. No thank you. I will not be purchasing it. I know all these holiday packages, there's great ones out there, and they're meant to, like, you get a lot for your money. You may pay $30 for something that's usually almost $100, but it's just poorly planned out, I feel like, and I know they had great intentions for this holiday collection, and I am just personally not gonna buy it. Whew, so that was our first anti-haul. I feel okay about it. I feel pretty good about it. Those are just my opinions on products I'm not gonna buy. I shouldn't always steer you guys clear because I haven't tried out these products, but some of you guys have been asking for me to do an anti-haul. These are just the reasons I won't buy it. I don't think they'll work out for me and my taste personally, but they might work out for yours. Leave me a comment down below on what product you think is overhyped that you will not be purchasing and reasons why. I would love to hear your opinions. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and watching this. There will be a lot more transformation videos to come up, not just talking videos like this. There'll be great things in the future. I can't wait for the winter holiday times. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye!